had of two types. First of all, I'm Whitley Crossings is what I'm associated with passages, and I'm also on the EDC board that represents Columbia City. You know, every family has a story, and we're not going to get into it. But, you know, I think more is showing the community that we care about everybody. When a business comes in to look, you don't know what's going to trigger them to stay. It could be passages because some officer or something has an issue that needs to be dealt with. This could be the thing that will sway a business to come into Whitley County. So therefore, again, everybody wins. So you can't look at $25,000. Yes, I understand it's $25,000, but look what happened, like everybody else said, it just spreads out. And you'll never know what doesn't work if you don't try it. And if I'm gonna bet on a project, I would say passages is second to none around this area. You can't find a more caring or a more well-run organization that the money is not thrown away. Or I've worked with Dave for I don't know, probably 15 years, and that guy knows where every dime goes. I mean, there's no. You ask him a question about the budget, he can tell you exactly where it is. It's not a loose-knit organization. I think Columbia City and Whitley County will be a benefactor of this expansion and to keep current.
Okay, thank you. One of the concerns, and I'll be right up front with you, I'm not sure there's, just in passing comments that we have had, if there's total agreement on support of this or not. But one of the concerns that we have said, does this open the gate to every other not-for-profit group? This is once you give it to one, the others line up at the door. And we can say yes, no to that, but let me assure you, there will be some others in here. And if so, if it does open that door, where do we say no then? Because everybody that comes in here and wants $25,000 that makes a presentation, and yours has been a very good presentation. I compliment you on bringing the support of outstanding individuals in the community. But everybody that comes, can well assure of us that we should do it. But we represent a little over 33,000 taxpayers, more or less, knowing that 4 and 5 years old don't pay taxes, but someone in the family. And so we have to kind of sort that out and go from there. And it's one, and to be honest with you, to give you an answer today, I'm going to ask that this be tabled because I want Commissioner Amber to be here, because I think we need all three, because if we voted today, it might be 2-0, it could be 1-1, it could be 2.5 to 1/2, I don't know, 1.5 to 1/2, I don't know. But I'm going to ask that it be tabled till we get all three commissioners here and have a thorough discussion, because like I said, I'm not sure all commissioners is on the support level. So if there's any other comment.
Tom, I appreciate your comment, and before coming to you, I certainly thought about that. And if I had the wisdom to give an answer in terms of how to do it, I would gladly share it, but I don't have that kind of wisdom. But the only comment that I could add is that I would, if that happens, if you're supportive here to be able to help us do this, that others that would come in would have to be weighed individually, as I would expect that we've been weighed individually. But and if I think of the right wisdom to give you the right answer, I'll call you sometime in the middle of the night.
No, that won't work.
That won't work. I'll send you an email.
tomorrow morning.
All right, all right. But we appreciate the opportunity to present and to talk about it. We'd be glad to answer any other questions and come back or meet with Don or whatever works for all of you, works for us.
Well, just one more comment I'd like to make, and just on street chatter, in case, I don't know, in case there'd be certain leadership change, would that change the position of the board or anyone in there?
Are you speaking of my leadership change? Yes, I mean, I've had a plan. When I came to Passages, I came a little over 4 years ago, and the plan was 3 to 5 years. And my plan right now is to leave Passages at the end of September. And but I don't think that would change anything that's here. The board is very engaged with it. Senior staff is very engaged. Our task force from the community is very engaged. So I would expect this would carry on. And if plans go according to how we expect or would like plans to go, we will be ready to start remodeling in May and hopefully complete it by September. That's our
Next month?
a month from now. Yes, yeah, to start.
Okay, I have no further comments, Mr.
I do have one thing, Tom, to answer. You talk about other not-for-profit corporations.
Yeah.
The distinction, absolute, positive, total distinction between Passages or an organization like Passages is that statutory. When the state was providing services for those with mental challenges or disabilities, formerly, before the 50s, they housed them. Fort Wayne had a big facility. Well, they determined that they needed to move that kind of service out of the state hands down to county levels for administration. Therefore, the statute was changed. Basically, they're performing a governmental service, and they found it to be more efficient, closer to the people, if it were done at the county level. It's all, again, their funding is tax money. I mean, it's not like a church or a YMCA or memberships. No, this is all about the utilization of public funds. And so in that statute.
But you get private donations.
Well, you can get private donations, sure. Yeah, no question, you can get gifts,
Okay.
et cetera. You know, I mean, I can get a gift and you can give it, that'd be great. But
You can't quite inch out 25 grand.
but I guess the point I'm trying to make is they're a victim of the statute. I mean, this is your provider. This is your local provider, primarily, except now they've opened it up to competition. Why have they grown in the area? Because they're providing a better service than some of those in the surrounding counties. That's money coming in. So it isn't like a church, it isn't like a Boy Scouts, a Girl Scouts, any of these, but that have memberships or do require the donation. The donations are tax funds, period. I mean, that's what they are. And so in that sense, they can't, otherwise they'd be coming to you for a tax abatement. You know, which it can't, because but so much of the stuff that they do is David said, you know, is they do pay taxes on a lot of this stuff. So it isn't just an it isn't a not-for-profit in the sense that you and I, you know, we all kind of lump it all together. It really isn't.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Should we be here in the morning then, or wait until after all of you meet, or?
Probably be best if we meet and
Okay.
then you present it to the council, because I think you'll want either a positive or a negative to know where we stand on it, to give to the council.
Okay, so we should not plan tomorrow. Okay, we're
Yeah.
good. So I'll
Yeah.
wait to hear from you then,
Yeah, that'd be
in
fine.
terms of rescheduling when Don is available to.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. Okay, Thank you very much.
Thank you.
George.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Tom.